So you're doing six masters on one side and six masters on the other side. How many rooms total will this thing be? Maybe just tell us a little bit about the actual building itself. And then I'd love for people to just kind of get an overall feel. And I know one of your goals, I said this at the beginning, but I'll say it here publicly, is to like raise a fund for these. So I'd really love for people to understand kind of how some of the numbers look on a property like this.
Not a problem. All right. So
Dude, by the way, this is so cool. This is so cool. Like I do this all day, every day, and I'm still geeking out about this. Thank you so much for sharing. This is great stuff.
I'm very happy with where we're going.
And if people are listening to this, and you think somebody needs to hear this, or somebody needs to get in touch with Dave, or just listen to this episode, share this episode. This is a gold one. Dave is dropping all kinds of knowledge bombs. He's just giving us the behind the scenes look at exactly how his operation is going. And it's pretty damn cool.
All right, so what are we going to talk about here? All right, so the property we're talking about, my first new build, is the first one. This is me just getting started in this, and that's important to understand. It's difficult for anybody to get into a new build, right? You may have run into this yourself, Sam. I believe that's your first new build you're working on as well. No one wants to take a chance. It doesn't matter who you are. It's very difficult to get a new build. That's why when I'm talking about trying to find ways of funding this, it's to work through and get past those institutionalized hangups. But this property sits on a 12,000 square foot lot. Now it is 60 feet wide, 200 feet deep. Why 60 feet wide? That was a requirement for the property. Reason for that is I have parking in the front. All right. Now this is Houston. It's not the same in every market. But in Houston, everyone drives. We are the biggest city in the country by geographical size. Maybe not number of people. We're going to get there eventually, probably. But it's very big. And our public transportation infrastructure sucks, right?
Same with Charlotte.
Houston's great for stuff. It's not so good for people. Let's just be honest, right? It's great for making money, it's just not people friendly. So everyone has to have a car. So if you're going to do that, you want to make sure parking is a thing. So we have space for 18 parking spots on the lot. They're being built. Okay, now because of that, 60 feet wide. You have your 20-foot wide driveway right up the middle. And you got space on both sides of that for 9 cars per side going in. That's the first half of the property. Beyond that, now I have my house. And my house is 5,200 square feet in total.
5,200 square feet duplex. So you got 2,600 square foot per side.
Per side, right? It's a mirror image. So I don't have like one side a different size. In other words, I've seen some duplexes, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so 2,600 per side. Within each duplex, I have, each unit of the duplex, I have 6 master bedrooms, 2 downstairs, 4 upstairs. I've got a server room to run all my Ethernet cables to, my internet and everything. Not many people have a server room, right? We're putting a laundry room upstairs as well. Now that's for my cleaners to use. That's going to not be it's one of those laundry units that are like their hallway access. It's not an actual room. But that's for my cleaners to work with. And then downstairs, like I mentioned, we've got the two more master bathrooms. We've got 2 more rooms. We have an office and a flex room that both have closets. And there's another there's another bathroom downstairs, full bathroom, separate. Those may or may not be bedrooms. On the plans, they're an office and a flex room.
On the plans, they're an office and a flex room. But yes. I may use them as bedrooms. So as far as the city is concerned, you did permit these as 2 6-bedroom duplexes. Is that right?
Correct.
Got it.
They're designed as 6-bedroom duplexes.
But each side, I just want everybody to really understand this. Each side has an additional 2 rooms that you could use as bedrooms, an office. So it's 6 on one side, plus an office, plus a flex room. And does that include a common area as well? Like a kitchen, living room kind of area?
And then at the very front of the house, when you walk in, we have our chef's kitchen on the right-hand side, double fridge, because with possibly 6 to 8 people living there, you need more fridge space. Large eat-out island in the center, plenty of cabinet space, a nice pantry, and then to the left of that entryway, we've got we're going to call the cafe style living room. Okay, 65-inch TV on the wall, little chairs, reading lamps. Probably put up a couple bookshelves in there. I've got a ton of books. I'm a giant nerd. Probably have every
so
original Star Wars book. So we're gonna throw some books in there, and that's per side. So you're talking about 16 bedrooms, 14 baths, building. Right now, I still have room in the back beyond that to possibly throw up a couple of ADUs. Pass this lot. So Houston is looking at revamping its ordinance to allow for ADUs on the property much easier. So if that happens, I still have another, it's about 2,400 square feet in the back to put up 1 or 2 more buildings with more bedrooms possibly. Remember, I've got 18 parking spaces. I have, 16 planned tenants. Now, one thing
is there street parking on that street too, or no?
Yeah, you could. I'm not going to recommend it, but that's why we have all of our parking off the street, right? So we can get more people in there. I love yurts. I might try a yurt in the back just to see what happens. Like a little fenced off separate yurt area.
You're such a creative dude. So
why not? Yurts are cheap, and they can make you money.
You have maximized this. You've created a site plan. Now, I'm assuming this plot of land that you bought, and I really do want to talk about numbers here for a moment. I'm assuming this plot of land that you bought is zoned multifamily. Is that correct, or what is it? How is this plot of land zoned?
What zoning?
I mean, zoning is just like what
we don't have zoning in Houston.
Is that right?
In Houston, you can have a school next to a shopping mall, next to a strip club, next to a church,
right?
next to a daycare.
God bless you guys over there.
Across the street from an old folks home. It's fantastic. So we don't have much in the way of zoning.
So that's not a big hurdle for you to cross then in Houston. That's insane, man. No. Okay, co-living for the win.
There are some areas that have been like turned into commercial zones somehow, but it's not a real thing. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, cool. That answers my question. So anybody looking to do this,
and also at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I've got stamped city plans. It's all been done. It took 4 to 5 months. It got done. We pushed it through.
Yeah.
And that's what we're working with.
It's amazing.